this is the second of the 3 potato dishes we're going to do. So we're going to do a potato hash, traditionally done with corned beef. Goes really well with haggis, but I'm going to do mine with a bit of smoked cod loin, just because I think it's something different. So I've got 5 potatoes, 1 onion. Love a bit of greenery in mine, so I've got some kale. I'm going to put some peppers and tomatoes in it for a bit of colour as well. And in terms of just spices, it's salt, pepper, and mustard powder, and finish it with poached egg on top. So the first thing to do is peel the potatoes. I've peeled the potatoes and cut them up into chunks about that size. I'm just going to microwave them for 5 minutes to soften them, and then while I'm doing that, I will thinly slice an onion and fry that off. In the pan there is just a bit of olive oil and 1 finely sliced onion. Okay, the onion's been cooking for about 4 or 5 minutes. Just microwave the potatoes in a little bit of salted water for 5 minutes. It's going to drain. And then I'm going to pop them in the pan and just fry them for about 15-20 minutes until they're nice and golden. And I've just fried them off until they're nice and golden brown. So now I'm just going to throw in 1 green pepper and 1 yellow pepper because I like peppers in mine. And I'm just going to cook that down again for about another 5 minutes. So just pop that back on there. That's been frying for about 5 minutes, so the peppers have just softened up. Now I'm going to add tomatoes, kale and the seasoning. So do the seasoning first. Nice bit of salt. I like white pepper in this, so a bit of white pepper. A little bit of mustard powder, teaspoon, and a few splashes of Worcestershire sauce. So now I'm going to add the kale, just to soften it a bit. I've boiled a kettle of water. I've got the kale in a colander. I'm just going to pour that over just to soften it up. So the kale's just going to soften for a second. I've got 10 or so cherry tomatoes, just halved. Going to pop those in. Pop the kale in now. So I'm going to pop a nice bit of butter in there. And then just fry that for a couple of minutes. I'm going to take it off the heat now, and what you've got there is a lovely colourful hash. You can make it a traditional hash. You can eat it just like that. Make it a traditional hash with corned beef or maybe haggis. Pop a bit of parsley in there. Leave that stay warm. Well, the other thing you can do is get a shallow little tray, spread it all out, bake it in the oven, crack a couple of eggs in it, bake it in the oven for 5 minutes, and you've got a lovely brunch. But I'm going to do mine with a bit of cod loin. You can poach or bake the cod loin. I'm going to fry mine just in a bit of flour. And a little bit of curry powder, just to give it a bit of warmth. Mix that up. And just dip in the flour, maybe not quite as violently as I've just done. And then just pan fry that for a couple of minutes on either side. Right, whilst the fish is just gently frying, I'm going to poach an egg. I have a confession, I am absolutely rubbish at poaching eggs, so no idea how this is going to turn up. I don't know why, I just can't poach eggs. So I've got some lovely fresh eggs. I just crack one into a cup. Gently simmering water at the back. Just going to get that with a little bit of vinegar in, just going to swirl that round. Here we go. And then just pop the egg in the middle, and then just gently poach that, and hope that turns out all right. And just popping this in a little ring. Done, so let's take that pan off and leave that there. Let's we've done. Plate up. Pop that off. Do a bit of fish out. And put the egg on top. And there you have it. Healthy hash with smoked cod.